you ever wondered what the only surviving Glasgow and South Western Railway locomotive is? Nope, neither have I. But apparently, it's this tank engine. In 1917, Peter Drummond needed to replace some of the old 040 tender engines working the colliery lines around Kilwinning and Dalry. He designed and ordered 3 of these Class 5 060 tanks, with number 9, being the third in the trio, designated to shunting the docks around Greenock. Despite being only tank engines, they were hardly little. Weighing in at 40 tons and boasting just over £17,000 in tractive effort, these engines were heavier and more than twice as powerful than a Southeastern and Chatham P-class tank. But then of course, the Ps ended up as dock shunters by accident. These were intended to be shunters from the start. After the grouping in 1923, the Class 5s were supplemented by the Caledonian 498 class dock shunters, which would also lead towards their downfall in LMS hands. Because their design was a non-standard LMS type, they were deemed surplus to requirements by 1934, with the first of them being withdrawn and the other 2 being sold on to the National Coal Board. By the 1950s, number 9 was the last Glasgow and South Western engine in service, hauling wagons at a colliery near Wrexham, and in 1963 she was purchased for preservation, repainted into G&SWR green, and presented alongside other preserved Scottish transport artefacts in Glasgow's Museum of Transport. There may be many reasons why this engine may never run again, the most obvious being this obvious. If you wanted to move the engine from this bird's eye spot in the Glasgow Riverside Museum, established in 2010, you'd have to take the roof off and move all of these. But what's the point in running a heavy, slow, obscure shunter when heritage lines just don't need a heavy, slow, obscure shunter? Might as well take a hint and leave well enough alone.